Diablo 4 Season 2. It's got a lot of people making an expression like that. It has brought a number of people back, and I think that it's better than people had expected.
It's hog, baby. All right, how about it, y'all? Look, I'm going to try to make this as short and sweet as possible. My voice is done. We've been having a damn hootenanny over on Twitch, trying to have fun playing this game, and been cutting up and acting a fool and hollering and singing and all that. So if you want to join in on the clown show, follow me on Twitch. Now, don't come over there if you want to see some badass dude playing Diablo. If you need that, you need to go, like, follow Rax or DM or somebody.
Yeah.
You need that. If you need to see a clown, as you see what I'm wearing, then you're in the right place.
What the fuck is that?
First of all, my clown suit. This is my official Diablo 4 Mobilytics hoodie that they sent me in July. I got a video on that. It was kind of a surprise. Really cool. Also made me...
What? Why didn't I get one? What the fuck? Are you kidding? Yeah, bro, I look at this. This looks nice.
You realize I might have a security leak.
It's not official?
So I got that all fixed. So thank you, Mobilytics, for this. It's finally cool enough
official.
down here in South Georgia that I can wear it. And it's also a good time, even though it makes me look like I'm 700 pounds. Let's go ahead and
It's all right.
fill that out there. There we go.
Oh.
That's what I'm going to look like about 4 years of streaming.
It's
But
not
I'm here to officially let y'all know D4 has moved up a tier from D4 bad to D4 mid. That's right, D4 mid. So it's like...
I think that's probably true. What do y'all think? D4 mid? Is that accurate?
Mexican brick. It's got some seeds and stems.
Mm-hmm.
To get the job done, might give you a headache. So it's great that they fixed the resistances. It's great that they added some items. Mm-hmm. It's great that they added, Duriel and Lord Zit and all this stuff. That's awesome.
Lord Zit.
I'm not being sarcastic. That's cool. I'm glad those were there. They should have been in there to begin with. But we're not going to beat that dead horse.
And to be fair, Shaper didn't get added into PoE until over a year after the game was out.
Now, it's still Lilith 1.
Yeah.
No matter how many items, no matter how many uniques, no matter how many numbers you adjust, no matter how many different paint themes you put on top of the environment, it's still Lilith 1. So, what do I mean by that? Well,
what was this?
Everything's still kind of like the skills and all that. That's where I would have liked to have seen them do some adjustments. We were on stream earlier looking at the Diablo 2, which is a 20-year-old game.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that
versus this game and how the skill trees are.
Play that one, guys.
I won't even say similar, but like you get more options with Diablo 2. Similar in the fact that they all kind of lead to one way and you only have a limited number of choices or whatever. But hopefully they'll fix that. But I'm firm in my belief right now that you will be paying to fix the game. You will pay for another expansion that will fix the game, or at least give a major...
No, see, that's how they get you, is that they think that... So, let me explain something, all right? This is the Blizzard technique, all right? And so this is time, and this is quality, right? And so, like, the quality is supposed to go up over time, and then the expansion is supposed to do this. Let me explain what really happens. Over time, they fix the problems with the game. They begin solving the issues that they have created over time of responding to player feedback. And after, min-maxing the systems, making sure that they are done in a way that is understandable, you have the expansion come out, and then you have to start the process again, because the expansion is going to bring in a number of different systems into the game that were not tested by the player base in the same way that the systems at this point were. These are going to be new systems that were just tested at this point, and then you have to spend this much time, but don't worry, they'll fix it next. Ooh, they dropped the ball on the next one, but it's okay. This one right here is going to be Diablo 5, okay? So please do not tell yourself that the next expansion will fix it. This is the best it's gonna get. This is what they did with Diablo 3. This is what they did with WoW. Every new expansion comes out almost, and they introduce a bunch of new systems that are fucking stupid. They were not tested. They have obvious problems, and we have to repeat the exact same thing all over again. That's just the way it is.
Overhaul to the game. I'm really hoping they get away from the generator spender system. I personally don't like it. It's my channel. I'm giving you my opinion. If you like it,
the reason why I don't like the generator spender system is that the entire goal of the game is to get away from it. Like, how many of you guys use a generator and you're like level 80 plus? I don't. Yeah, most people don't use one. So like, you have these abilities. So this is what I think that they should do with like a new season in Diablo. They should take something that gives you like an ascended version of your base abilities, and it turns them into like really badass abilities. Like, for example, like, imagine if like a barbarian, instead of lunging strike, you can shoot like a giant fucking, like, you can do some sort of fucking you can Superman through people, right? With like your mace, like your Thor. And it just like cuts a path through all the enemies, and it makes like a massive, fucking like a earthquake or something like that, a fissure in the ground. That'd be badass, right? And like, you just like spam that shit over and over and over. Like, for example, let me think, what's another good example of this? Arc Lash, right? Imagine if you do that and it just actually is like a whip. You actually are like, it's like Castlevania whipping, except it does a massive fucking amount of damage if you hit people with it. And it does like more and less damage based off of like where the mobs are at. That'd be so fucking cool, right? I would love that. And the problem is that those are good ideas. Yeah, I know. But like, let me think of another one. Necromancer. Imagine if Necromancer, you had like, that one, that thing where they suck, like the sucking one that like, I don't know what it's called. It's like Decrepify, I believe. Imagine if you were able to use that. Is it Decrepify? No, it's Decompose, I believe. Yeah, I think it's Decompose. And like, you can use Decompose and it applies to every mob. And it works as like an AoE siphon life. And you can just sit there and use it on every mob. And if it's on one target, it does 200% or like 2,000, not 2,000, that's Diablo 3. Like 200% extra damage. It'd be fucking badass. So that's what they need to do. Because the builder spender meta is fucking trash. And the worst part about it is that it just feels bad to play. Straight up, it feels bad to play. Like having to build up energy or some sort of resource just to use the ability you want to use.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm just saying that I think playing Path to Exile kind of ruined that for me. I'm not going to sit here and compare the two games and say PoE good, D4 bad, right? We're just talking in generalities.
They're for different audiences. The truth is, the PoE is for a different audience than Diablo 4.
I hate the huge cooldowns, and I hate the generator spender. Those are the two glaring problems.
I do not mind the large cooldowns. I'm going to be honest. I really don't. I think they're totally fine. But I completely agree with them on the generator spender.
We could sit here and pick about itemization, and I wish, like, crit hit would have its own, like, it rolls at the top only. And then, let's say lucky hit rolls at the bottom only. But what we're seeing a lot of items is they're just kind of like a dice roll. They can hit wherever. Like, that's the kind of stuff that needs to be fixed. I should be able to, right?
I think he's talking about prefix and suffix crafting. That's interesting. Interesting idea. I feel like it might take too much like secondary knowledge, so Blizzard might not want to do it because you'd have to like go to a website to figure it out. I don't know. Implicits? Well, we do have implicits in Diablo. You have implicits on your legs and you have implicits on your boots.
Click, just like in D3, should be able to go over to my party's little portrait right there, right click and teleport instead of having to go to town, walk, like all that kind of stuff hadn't been addressed. I did notice I still had some gems that dropped from a world boss. Ooh. Right? That's just a little cute bug to throw in there. But overall,
whatever.
I found myself well, I was gonna say I found myself. I can't say I was having fun. I had fun because we had a hootenanny, a southern.
I'm gonna be real. Like I've had fun playing the game. I'll say it. And you know what's funny about it is, like, I think that there's a very good chance that by next week I won't be playing Diablo 4 anymore. But right now I'm having fun playing it. And I'm going through the game and I'm doing all the content and I'm really enjoying myself. And whenever I do that and I finish it, I'm going to have had fun. Maybe I'll come back next season. Maybe I won't. Who cares? But I'll enjoy myself. Smaller creators are afraid of saying it's fun, so the angry mod won't stomp them. Well, that's what's sad, right? Is that people are so afraid of saying that they're having fun with a video game. I think it's weird, man. I really do.
Party. We had a damn party going on, dance party. We were singing and calling
It's fine, Asmon. Some people like bad games. Enjoy Diablo 4. Yeah. And, like, I'm not saying that, like, it's better than PoE or anything like that. I never played Last Epoch. I can't even really comment on that. But I'm enjoying myself playing the game, and it's been nice. And whenever I stop enjoying myself, that's it. Yeah.
Moderator, Hippie Donnie Joe, we were calling him hippie names and busting out the hippie drill and all kind of stuff, right? We were having a blast. But it wasn't because we were playing Diablo. It was because we were having a clown session on screen.
Yeah, sure.
So when you start focusing in on it and trying to put together a build and all that, that's where
I don't know how we did this, but, like, this video gives me such very strong, like, public access, like, local access television station vibes. I think it's the camera quality with, like, the green screen behind him. Like, I'm feeling like I'm watching this in the years 2001. Is it a filter? Yeah, it's like the VHS quality camera. Yeah, it's so good. I could watch this all day.
Yeah. But anyway, it's not a hate session. Just wanted to give you my feedback about it. It's a step in the right direction. It's still mid. It's still not something that I'm going to run out and say, hell yeah. The feedback from my community is about split down the middle.
Yeah,
right?
I'd say it's about the same for me.
If you like it, that's great, right? And I'm not saying I hate it. I mean, I see everybody's DMs playing it. Asmon's playing it.
Yeah,
I mean, I think Rax probably has like 5 characters that are 100 by now. Like,
probably by now, yeah, at least. I think people are subconsciously bothered by your giving as much of a chance as PoE or Last Epoch because of your attachment to Blizzard. But I put thousands of hours into PoE. Like, and that's the thing is, like, the reason why, like, people will always find excuses for why. But the truth is that I've played PoE a lot, and I think that I am the only person, one of the only people who is totally fair. I am completely fair with every game that I play. And the problem is that because I'm so fair, there are people that get mad at me and they say, well, you're not telling me what I want to hear, so I'm mad at you. It happens with every game. Do you remember, like, whenever I say Lords of the Fallen was problematic, and now everybody else is saying the same thing? But I said it on the first day. And with New World, remember that? And remember how everybody shit on me for Lies of P, but then you go to the subreddit now, everybody's talking about the same things I thought? It's actually crazy how many times it happens. I was one of the only people that was talking about Uber Lilith being fucked up, too. Everyone disliked New World at the beginning. You didn't play it. I understand you might not remember. I remember, you don't.
You know, you can play it, but how long is that going to last? That's my main thing. And I think I've spent about 2 or 3 days analyzing it. What would really help a lot is leaderboards. And I know they said they're coming in season 3, but think about this for a second. If they had given us the cube, okay, and had given us leaderboards, it would have blown all of our minds. That's just my opinion. If they had given us a damn cube as our season and incorporated it into the game, that would have blown everybody away. Just my personal thinking. But anyway, D4 mid. I'm passing it around. Pass it around, D4 mid. Thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Follow me on Twitch if you want to do that. Like and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time.
I think they need to do some different stuff. Like, I think that season 2 is still kind of a safe season But I will have to say that I think it's a big improvement over what we had. And at the end of the day, I think if you have already purchased Diablo 4, if Diablo 4 is on your Steam page, on your Battle.net, and you've already bought the game, I think it is worth just trying it. And if you try it for 3 hours and you don't think that it's fun, okay, done. You're done. You're done. That's it. It's not fun. I'm not going to say buy the game to try it out. I don't think it's that good, right? But I will say that, yeah, try it out. Wait till next season. Wait till it comes out again, right? That's the thing. You already bought the game. There it is. If each season keeps getting better by this much, it'll be an 8 or a 9 soon. A huge improvement between Season 1 and Season 2. You are absolutely right about that. I agree. People will start releasing underdeveloped games, then make them better in the future to look good. It doesn't work. Only the main story in the season is enough to buy the game, to be honest. It depends on what the money is to you, right? There's some people who can spend $70 and it's like, okay, I didn't even notice that. And there's other people who have to save up to spend $70. So it really just depends on what it is. I'll go ahead and link you guys the video. It's a hog video. Make sure to give it a like. This is a good one. It won't change. It went too far. Baldur's Gate 3 wasn't even finished. Most things are not entire. Like, you've got to remember, like, World of Warcraft wasn't finished when it got released. Plenty of these games weren't really released completely finished. I'm trying to remember what else got released and it wasn't really finished. Fuck. I mean, No Man's Sky is a perfect example. Cyberpunk. Look at Cyberpunk. Holy fuck. Like, that's probably the best example I can think of. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14. Like, there's another one. I didn't play Witcher 3 on release. I have no idea about that. New World. Yeah, there you go. I couldn't play WoW for the first 3 weeks. Yeah, it was problematic. So I'm just saying that, like, Dark Souls. Look, Dark Souls is such a good. Thank you. That is such a perfect fucking example. Lost Izalith. We ran out of time. Yeah, go put like a T-Rex, but like take away his head, and yeah, just put like 5 of those in like lava and shit, and then like you have to fight like a tree. But, like, you're not fighting a tree. It's like a bug that's in the tree. But you can't kill the bug until you kill the tree. But you can't kill the tree. You've got to kill these, like branches on the tree. And, oh, you know, like, what the fuck, right? So, yeah, I think that Dark Souls even 1 had this issue. A lot of games release unfinished. It's about the King Kong game. No, I don't think that it's fair to say that game was unfinished, because if you were to say it was unfinished, that would imply that it was started. And it wasn't. I'll link you guys the video again.